Hello everyone, this is Crystal and welcome to my channel where I share card making techniques, sweet paper crafts, and now inspiring food ideas. And today I'm bringing you a cute little project that I have made using items out of the e-club kit. And this I made is a mini journal. It is really easy to make. And like I said, most of these items came from the e-club kit. The papers, the stickers, even this little paper clip. This paper clip I used as a closure for it. But you open it up and you got a little pocket here where you stick, I made these little ticket stubs to put in here. Little items. We got some note paper to put notes in. We have a little belly band where we can stick some other stuff. And then we also have a place where we can put a tag, which it could be a card or whatever. And so this project, like I said, was made using the e-club kit. But one of the things it didn't include is I made it out of a paper sack. This was just a cute little paper sack that I happened to have. And it matched the papers from the e-club kit so well that I decided to try and make it. So stay with me as I show you how to make this cute little project. This journal I made from a paper sack. I happened to find this bright pink sack in my stash, and I thought it was perfect to go with the April papers in the e-club kit. And then my size is 3.5 by 6 3/4. And first thing I did is I took the bag and I folded it in half. And on the top side here, I'm going to cut that fold line, as you see I'm showing you there, up to where I folded it. And then I will cut that the other direction. See, get my hand in there. Then I'll cut it up that way and the other way. And that will allow for a pocket for us to put a tag or something in it. And then I'll flatten the bag back down and I'll take my art glitter glue and I'll glue this flap down and I'll glue the other flap down as well. And I'll press it really good because I want to make sure that it's going to stick and have a good bond. And then underneath that bottom part of it, see, I'm just going to glue the sides there because I'm going to use that for a tuck. So I only want the bottom there to be glued. And this little gusset that's here in the top, I'm going to glue it shut too. Glue it here in the bottom part. And then I'm going to glue it across the top up to where we cut for our pocket. And the bottom, we're gluing it all across. Make sure it's good and sealed. And then I'm going to trim off the little excess that I had, and then I will glue that together too. So, and since there are so many different size bags, I'm not going to give you any measurements on this. Instead, I'm just going to tell you how I did it. And these instructions can be adapted for any size bag. Just for each section, measure it, and then cut a piece of your cardstock 1/4 of an inch smaller and glue them on. Now I'm going to decide I wanted to put that little watering can with the flowers. I decided I wanted to put that on my front. And it's a sticker. So I got a piece of white cardstock and I just stuck
that sticker on it because I wanted it to be heavier and I wanted to be able to pop it up. So I put it on there and then I fussy cut it out. And then I measured the front of the card and I cut a piece of cardstock that was 1/4 of an inch smaller and glued it onto the front of the journal. And I went ahead and I glued it on the front and I put the watering can up for now because I wanted to wait till I was done, because when you have things popped up it's kind of hard to work on the other side of the journal with it. So I decided I would wait to put it on. And I decided I wanted to make my own tickets. So I took a piece of cardstock that was 1 inch by 6 and I scored it at 1.5 inches, fold them together accordion style, and then I took my punch and I just angled off the ends of them, all 4 ends of that whole stack. So it kind of comes out looking like tickets. So then I took my crocodile and I'm going to punch a hole on the outside edge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to only, you can't see it because my hand's in the way, but I'm only going to punch half the hole. So put it like right on the edge in the middle of it and punch it again. And there you go, it looks like tickets. And I'm going to make another set that is 1 inch by 6 inches, and I'm going to score these at 2 inches to make a little longer type ticket. So I'll fold them back and forth too, just like I did the first batch. And I'll crease them really, really well. And then I took a round circle punch, I think was 1/2 inch, but I'm not quite sure. And I put it over the score lines and I put it like right in the center and put the score line right in the center of the circle and I punched. You could also use a smaller one. You could use the crocodile. The large hole for the crocodile would work good too. But there's several different ways that you can do these tickets to make them look like tickets. And then as you see, I went and I took Mamie Made It stamp set, and I took several different sayings and I just stamped them on each ticket. I stamped thanks a bunch, hello friend, and sending smiles. Now I see that my camera evidently stopped filming and I didn't film the part that showed where I put in those papers that are just stapled in for writing. For a complete tutorial on this, I will link another video where I had the mini notebooks and I did it the same way as that. So I'll link that video down below. And now I'm taking the stickers, some more of the stickers that came with it, and I'm just placing them inside the journal at different places. And I put in here Spring Fling. As you see, I already put in the colored papers or the cardstock, printed cardstock. And I added the blue tulip underneath the Spring Fling. I decided to change my mind and I put in the pink flower instead. I thought it showed up better. And as you see, I put on one of the scout borders over the little belly band there. And I'm playing with trying to decide what to put in there. I decided to add the bee. I thought he was really cute. And if there's bees, there's flowers. So I started adding a bunch of the different flowers, stickers that was with the set. And I like the little sentiment that said be happy. But I moved it and I put it up by the bee. I thought it looked better up there. So I thought that was real cute there. And I've decided I think I'm going to put some more flowers down on this pink gingham strip that I have here. I think that'll look really cute. just to add a little bit more stuff to it. And now I decided to go back and finish up the front of the card. And I took that watering can that I had and I put foam tape on the back side of it. And then I took some gold thread that I have and I'm just going to wrap it around my hand. Well, I should wrap it around about 3 fingers, about 8 to 10 times. And I'll cut it off. And then I'm going to get it all ready. And then I take it and I pinch it in half and then twist it just a little bit. And I'll stick it to the piece of foam tape. And I'll make sure that all the thread is caught there on that foam tape. And then to make sure that it'll stick to the front of the journal real well, I'll take some art glitter glue and I'll glue on that piece of foam just to give it an extra boost because I want to make sure it's going to stay there. But I think the gold thread gives it a little extra element and a little extra texture. And so I thought that was real cute. And I'll cut off the long string ends because I only want to see the loops. And I'll fold up my tickets and I'm going to stick them in a little tuck there in the front of the journal. And then I cut a piece of the cardstock and I just stuck that little bird on it. I thought it made him cute and he made a nice cute little tuck to put in there. And I've also been looking at this kite. This kite has had my interest. So I decided to cut a piece of cardstock for it also and just stick the kite on to make a little tuck using the kite. And now I'm taking a piece of cardstock and I'm cutting it at 2 inches wide to make a tag to go into the top of our little journal. And I have this tag topper, which I used. It's an old one from Stampin' Up! And it sticks way too far out, so I'll have to cut it down. And I'll cut it down several times. And now I'm taking Mamie Made It stamp set Hello Lovely, and I'm taking that wreath. And I decided I wanted to put that wreath on there. And so I know it's not wide enough, but I think it'll look super cute anyway without it. And I wanted to put the little saying in there that said save the date. So I'll get out my Misty and I'll use my black VersaFine ink and I will stamp the card. And now I use the acrylic block and with the stamp set that says save the date. And I'll stamp that in the middle of the wreath, which I think it came out pretty cute. And here I'm just taking my clear Wink of Stella and I'm just kind of barely going in the 3 main flowers just to get a little extra shimmer. You probably can't really see it here on the video. And then I got out some of my rhinestones and I put some black rhinestones in the centers of each of the 3 flowers. And for my tag, I decided to use a piece of black organza ribbon that I had and also a piece of white lace to thread in to make the tie for the tag. And I was trying to get the lace and the ribbon to lay together and they wouldn't just stay together for me. So here's a quick tip that I use quite a bit. I took a binder clip and I clipped the ribbons together so it would hold it while I used a piece of this heavy duty gold cord and tied it around it and tied it into a bow. And then I add some art glitter glue to the knot of the bow just to keep it together so it doesn't come untied because this heavy duty gold cording has a mind of its own and it always wants to come untied. So it works really well when you just kind of glue it and hold it there in place till the glue dries. So now I'll just cut off my excess strings and take off my binder clip and I will trim off the ends, and then my tag here will be finished. And then I'll slide it down into my journal, and then that's just one more element, and I think it's super cute. And now my journal is almost complete. It's finished, but I decided to take my fine tip black marker, and I decided to go around and put stitching lines on everything. I put them on around on the papers, and I put them around on a lot of the stickers just to give it a little extra touch. And then I took the paper clip that came with our kit and I put it across my journal for a closure. I thought it was cute and it was simple, and it worked, and it went with it. So here's a quick flip through of the journal as it's finished. There's my tickets I have there. And then I had this little duck that I put on some cardstock, some of my papers for my journal, my belly band where I have more of the stickers, and I have my tag that slides up out of the back of it. So if you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel and click on that little bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Bye for now. Happy crafting!